Hello again, welcome back. A whisky tasting. An iconic whisky. Lagavulin 8-year-old. An Islay whisky. This is drinks by the dram from Master of Malt. If you're in the UK, check it out. For the samples and for the full size bottles, reasonable prices. So it's a Lagavulin 8-year-old single malt Scotch whisky, 48% ABV, 3 centilitre bottle. I've got my filtered water and my pipette. My Glencairn pipette and my Glencairn glass. Let's crack this up and break the wax seal. There we go. It's very pale. Got every last drop. I can smell it already. I can smell the peat and the smoke. Let's have a look at the colour first. That's very pale indeed. A light, very light golden straw colour. I don't know how you would describe that colour. This light will be too bright. It is. Let's see. Below. It'll still be too bright probably. But let's get a wee smell on it. Now, I see people swirling their whisky. And I've heard in some places don't swirl your whisky because it releases the ethanol, the alcohol, which can overpower the actual aromas from the whisky. Now, whether that's right or I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try a side by side, the same whisky, one swirled and one not, and see if I can detect the difference. Probably not, I'm just a novice. But anyway, it's very pale. I'm not going to swirl it. Yeah, oh my goodness. That is peaty and smoky. Woody. Spicy. Malty, as you would expect. I'm wondering if I'm detecting a bit of fruitiness there. Very, very subtle. Most of the aromas are subtle, apart from that tarry rope, it's like a Lafroy or something. No, it's not quite. That wood is quite present as well. I sometimes say creosote, but that's cruel. Anyway, sláinte. That's a cracker. There's a sweetness there that develops. A fruity sweetness, which is very pleasant. It's full on peat and smokiness. Peatiness more than smoke. That's really, maybe that smoke develops a bit actually. The more it goes on, it's still developing. There's new things popping up. Not that I can describe them, but I've been drinking this with an old joke. No, it's a stout joke, no old joke. Different beer. It's an oatmeal stout from Broughton Breweries. That's quite malty as well. I'm wondering if they'll cancel each other out, I don't know. Let's see how it pairs. That's so good. They actually go very well together. I was wondering beforehand if the flavour, the strong maltiness of that and burnt roastiness might be too much. But no. I think that tones that down a bit. It's a good pairing. I am going to add some water to this. Got my pipette, which I can never find the hole. Because maybe I should put my glasses on. I can't see close up without my glasses. I've got the notes in front of me there, but it's a blur, so I can't read them. There we go. That's quite a few. That's maybe about 4 drops there. Let's see. Well, that might be a bit more woody. But sawdust, I always say sawdust. Sláinte. Oh man, that's good. That water makes a big difference. It brings out some of the fruitiness and the sweetness. Let's read the notes to see what it's saying. I'm not as qualified as these people, not even close. So it's Lagavulin 8-year-old, 48%, distillery brand Lagavulin. All you need to know. I got this through Pour and Sip from Master of Malt. I've got a box down. Yeah, there's another box. I've got about 6 boxes there. No, 7 boxes. And it's a subscription service. And it's 5 whiskies each month. I've not had the subscription. I've unsubscribed quite a while back because I've got that many whiskies. I've got 43 whiskies still to review. Anyway, Pour and Sip. You get 5 of these. I can't remember how much it was, but it was fairly reasonable. So, one of the cult Islay whiskies. Lagavulin is one of Scotland's oldest distilleries, with evidence of illicit distillation taking place on the site as far back as 1742. That's just after 20 to 6. Its rise was unanticipated, and it had to increase from a 2-day working week to 7 after its popularity soared once it joined Diageo's classic malts portfolio in 1989. Lagavulin 8-year-old was being produced as far back as the 1880s, when Alfred Barnard, a revered author of the Whisky Distilleries of the United Kingdom, visited the distillery and famously called it exceptionally fine. I'll agree with that. The expression was then relaunched as a limited edition to celebrate Lagavulin's 200th anniversary in 2016, and proved so popular that it was added as a core bottling. Now down to the nitty gritty. The nose. Coastal notes of brine and sea air feed into lemon zest, the fruitiness, yeah. Burnt sugar, that was the malty sweetness, and fresh hair. I can't say I got that. Of course, I live next to the sea, so maybe my senses are dulled to the brininess and what is it? The coastal notes of brine and sea air, because that's what I'm used to. The palate. Oh, I was going to say the past. The peat is more pronounced, with brown sugar and frangipane sweetness. Frangipane. I'm thinking of marzipan. I've heard that, I don't know what it is. I'll put that in. Frangipane sweetness balanced by smoked meats and sea salt. There is that smokiness. The finish, stewed apple, you do get that fruitiness. Ashy smoke, you get the smokiness. And kitchen spices. There is a certain spiciness comes through. Let's see what it tastes again with it. They go really well together. That's a classic. So, this is very good indeed. These sample bottles are like samples, wee tasters. And a few times I have bought the big bottle. And I think this might be going on the list. This is a very nice whisky. I do like my peaty, smoky whiskies. So, I'll finish this off. Thank you for watching. These tend to be a bit longer, these videos, because I'm just learning and trying to find my way. I'll see you next time, hopefully. Ta-ta for now. Slàinte. That's very, very nice.